Congratulations! You are going to be a Special Olympics Colorado volunteer, which is one of the best ways that you can spend your time. On behalf of over the 20,000 Special Olympics Colorado athletes around the state, we want to thank you ahead of time for volunteering at one of our upcoming events. Without your help, we wouldn't be able to put on over the 200 yearly trainings and competitions that we do for our athletes. Before you show up, we want to make sure that you are properly prepared and ready for the day. This video will go over the mission of Special Olympics Colorado, as well as give you 12 helpful tips from our athletes, coaches, GOC members, and some staff on what to expect on event day. First and foremost, Special Olympics Colorado is a year-round sports organization focused on improving the physical fitness and overall health of both children and adults with intellectual disabilities. We offer over 21 Olympic-type sports in division based on age and ability level. Our athletes train for at least 8 weeks prior to the competition, and they can compete at an area and state level within our program. They even have the opportunity to move on and compete on a national and world games platform. Through year-round sports, Special Olympics provides every individual the opportunity to be accepted and respected. SOCO brings communities of people together in a place where judgment isn't passed and the athletes can just be themselves. Now, before you volunteer at a SOCO event, please take the time to listen to our fabulous coaches, athletes, and committee members on different tips to expect throughout your day. Congratulations!
Whatever event you signed up to help with, please make sure that you complete all necessary forms and wear weather-appropriate clothing, closed-toed shoes, and bring a water bottle. We ask that you remain flexible within your role. Just like any large event, things happen, and changes need to be made on the fly.
Just because we have an intellectual disability doesn't mean you get to treat us any differently. Treat us like everyone else wants to be treated. Thank you.
Please do not call us kids or talk down to us when we are adults. We are Olympic athletes and have worked incredibly hard at our sport.
Be enthusiastic, upbeat, professional. Be ready to give high fives and attaboys, and it's okay to say no to a hug if asked for one and you don't feel comfortable doing it. Set boundaries with the athletes. Don't give out your personal information, phone numbers, email. Just, you got to establish that rapport so they understand, and that level of respect will be there, and be ready to have great fun and competition and enjoy the games.
You will get lots of questions. You feel comfortable answering some. You don't have to answer all. You are there to help them. If they ask questions that are not appropriate, you can just put boundaries up. But you can also answer questions or get answers for athletes that they don't know. That you want this to be the friendly come-to place, but there are boundaries.
So many of our athletes need to know ahead of time of what's going to take place. So if you give them clear, concise instruction of what's going to be happening next, they're far more prepared. Remember, our athletes have an intellectual disability. They're not necessarily hearing impaired in the fact that you need to speak louder for them to understand. It's just a matter of being clear, concise, and patient with your instruction.
Ask me about my thoughts and give me time to respond and communicate. Please don't answer for me or put words in my mouth.
Please ask if you can help before acting and assuming we need it. It's so important that do not assist during the competition. Even if you struggle and fail, your interviewing can result in us being disqualified from our event. If we are injured, then we stay with us and send someone to find medical personnel.
We have a whole group of fantastic athletes in Special Olympics, and they get excited, they've trained hard, and sometimes they get a little carried away then. They'll start saying some bad things, or they'll start pushing somebody around and just not acting appropriate. don't hesitate to mention to them. Just be kind, loving, and help them out, but kind of redirect them. Most of them are used to that. But if you can't get them to improve their behavior, then look for somebody from Special Olympics or find their coach, and you'll help everybody out.
Just as we expect the best from our athletes, we also expect the best from our volunteers. Please don't use any profanity, support the decision of judges and coaches, and make sure that the athletes are having fun and encouraging other athletes as well. At SoCo, we encourage athletes to have more development than worry about winning. If you have any issues with athletes, coaches, or parents, please find someone with an event staff shirt.
The safety of everyone involved is our utmost concern. At each event, a designated safety captain and/or staff member is on site and ready to step in if needed. You may come across an athlete that requires assistance outside your traditional scope as a volunteer. For example, help in the restroom. If this occurs, please flag down a coach and/or event staff, and we would be happy to step in and get the athlete where they need to be. As we conduct our events, there may be an instance in which an urgent matter has arose, and we need to get vital information out to everyone in attendance. In order to be proficient at this, our procedure will be to launch 3 consecutive air horns or alarms. This will signify stop, look, and listen. Further instructions will then follow.
Welcome to the event. Enjoy our athletes and have a great time.